Humanity has built machines so enormous that they resemble moving cities rather than vehicles. From giant mining excavators and walking draglines to massive crawler transporters and conveyor bridges, these engineering monsters push the limits of size and power. In this video, we count down the top 10 biggest and heaviest terrestrial machines ever built, culminating with the undisputed king of land vehicles. At number 10, the P&H 4100 XPC. This is one of the largest electric mining shovels ever built and was designed for heavy-duty open-pit mining operations around the world. Developed by P&H Mining Equipment of the United States, this enormous machine entered service in the early 2000s and became a staple in larger copper, iron, and coal mines, weighing approximately 1,537 tons. The shovel is nearly 22 meters tall, making it taller than many buildings. It was built specifically to load giant haul trucks such as Caterpillar, 979, and other ultra-class dump trucks. Powered by an electric drive system, it can move hundreds of tons of material in a single pass. The bucket capacity can exceed 120 tons, allowing incredible efficiency in mining operations. Number 9. The NASA Crawler Transporter. Built by the Marion Power Shovel Company in the United States during the 1960s, the NASA Crawler Transporter was designed to move rockets and launch platforms to launch pads. Weighing roughly 3,000 tons, this gigantic tracked vehicle was originally created for the Apollo Moon program and later continued service with the Space Shuttle and modern launch systems. Measuring around 40 meters long and 35 meters wide, it remains one of the largest self-powered tracked vehicles ever built. The transporter moves at walking speed, reaching just 1 to 2 km per hour while carrying loads. Despite its slow pace, it can carry combined loads exceeding 8,000 tons, including launch platforms and rockets. Massive diesel engines and electric motors power its giant tracks. At number 8, the Marion 8050. This was one of the largest walking dragline excavators ever built and represented a major achievement in larger-scale mining engineering. Constructed by Marion Power Shovel Company in the United States, the machine was built for massive surface mining operations. Weighing approximately 3,100 tons, it was specifically designed to stripping, overburden, and exposed coal deposits. Unlike conventional excavators, draglines use enormous suspended buckets attached to cables for excavation. The Marion 8050 used a walking system rather than tracks to move across mining terrain. The giant boom stretched across huge distances and allowed excavation on a scale impossible for ordinary machines. Number 7. The XCMG XGC88000. This is currently among the largest crawler cranes ever built and developed by China's XCMG Group. Introduced during the 2010s, the machine was designed for heavy industrial lifting operations involving petrochemical plants and massive construction projects. Weighing roughly 4,000 tons, this giant crawler crane can lift an extraordinary 3,600 tons under ideal conditions. Its gigantic boom and modular design allows operators to configure it for different projects. Unlike mining excavators, this machine focuses on lifting rather than excavation. At number 6, the ERSD 5000. This was a giant Soviet bucket wheel excavator designed for large open-pit mining operations, built by the Novokramatorsk machine building plant in the former Soviet Union. It entered service during the late Cold War era. Weighing around 5,000 tons, the machine stretched approximately 105 meters in length and reached a height of around 57 meters. It was designed to remove huge amounts of overburden, covering coal deposits. The giant bucket wheel featured multiple buckets capable of continuously digging material and transferring it through conveyor systems. Instead of traditional tracks, it moved to using specialized walking systems suited for giant mining equipment. At number 5, the Big Muskie. The Big Muskie was one of the largest dragline excavators ever constructed and became an icon of American mining engineering. Built by Bucyrus Erie in the United States in 1969, the machine weighed approximately 12,247 tons and stood as one of the largest walking machines ever built. It was specifically designed for coal mining operations in Ohio. Its bucket alone measured nearly 170 cubic meters, large enough to hold multiple buses at once. The boom stretched around 94 meters, towering above landscapes like a giant steel monument. Big Muskie operated using enormous electric power systems supplied through a trailing cable. During operation, it consumed astonishing amounts of energy. At number 4, the Marion 6360 Captain. This was among the largest walking dragline excavators ever built and represented one of the final stages of giant dragline evolution. Built by Marion Power Shovel Company in the United States during the 1960s, this machine weighed approximately 12,700 tons. The Captain was designed for removing overburden in huge coal mining projects. Unlike ordinary excavators, its walking mechanism allowed the giant machine to slowly move across terrain. Massive booms and cable systems allowed excavation on an enormous scale. At full operation, the machine resembled a mobile industrial city crossing the landscape. Its sheer dimensions made human workers appear tiny beside it. Even decades later, it remains one of the largest land vehicles ever built. At number 3, the Takraf Bagger 288, built by Germany's Takraf and Krupp in 1978. The Bagger 288 became one of the most famous giant land vehicles in history. Weighing approximately 13,500 tons, the machine measured around 220 meters long and reached a height of almost 96 meters. It was designed for open-pit lignite mining and overburden removal operations. The giant bucket wheel continuously excavates material and transfers it through conveyor systems. The machine can move vast quantities of earth every day while requiring surprisingly few operators. During one relocation, roads and infrastructures had to be modified simply to allow its movement. It became world famous because of its unbelievable dimensions. At number 2, the Takraf F60. This is one of the strangest and largest mobile land machines ever constructed and was developed in East Germany for lignite mining. Built by Takraf during the 1980s, the machine weighs approximately 13,600 tons and stretches an astonishing 502 meters in length. It was built to transport excavated overburden across mining sites using a giant conveyor bridge system. Nicknamed the Lying Eiffel Tower, it is longer than the Eiffel Tower's height. Unlike conventional vehicles, the F60 slowly crawls across mines on giant tracks. Although technically a conveyor bridge, it remains self-propelled and mobile. It is currently the longest land vehicles ever built. Its gigantic dimensions make even bagger excavators appear compact by comparison. At number 1, the Bagger 293. The Bagger 293 holds the Guinness World Record as the largest and heaviest terrestrial vehicles ever built. Built by Germany's Takraf in 1995, this giant bucket wheel excavator weighs approximately 14,200 tons, measuring to 25 meters long, and stands around 96 meters tall. It was designed for open-pit lignite mining and overburden excavation in Germany. The machine uses a massive rotating bucket wheel system capable of removing huge quantities of earth continuously. Despite its gigantic size, it moves under its own power using giant crawler tracks. Thousands of tons of material can be excavated every hour during operations. Human workers standing near it appear microscopic. Even decades after construction, Bagger 293 still holds the title as the undisputed king of terrestrial machines. With this, with the buzz, we're signing off for today, but stay tuned, guys, as we bring you interesting topics from the world of military. We will see you guys again in our next video. Until then, bye-bye.